Matt, let me start with you. The New York Times is reporting that Barr is expected to release his interim report, the Durham report, the findings of John Durham, before the election. What does that make you think?
I think it makes me believe, along with and Nora Danahy's resignation today, it's under the circumstances that the Hartford Courant reported, I believe confirmed this, that there's something very rotten going on at the heart of this investigation. Look, no matter what you believe about the underlying merits of this investigation, and I've always thought it was an investigation that was in search of an outcome. It wasn't about fact finding. It was about reaching a goal that the AG had in mind from the beginning to discredit the original Mueller report, the Mueller findings, and all of the related prosecutions. But even if you were a supporter of this investigation and think that it's on the level and think it's a meritorious investigation, there is no good argument for releasing its findings or releasing interim findings before the election, especially in the light of the Justice Department's longstanding rules and practices not to take any steps before the election that might impact the election. And I think it's telling that the Attorney General has never been able to offer a public reason for why he might do so. And I think when you compare it with what the department's normal rules and practices are, he said that there's a public interest to release something, but there's no public interest that could be served by releasing something in the next 55, 54 days that wouldn't be served by releasing it on November 15th. And so when you look at what happened today, I think it's another sign that there's something very troubling about this investigation. I think it's very clear the Attorney General is pushing for a result that is completely inappropriate.
And Joyce, to be fair, because not everybody may be following this on a daily basis, this is an investigation in search of a predetermined result.
I think that's right, Allie, and I agree with Matt in this regard. This is not a criminal case that came into being based on reports that there had been some sort of a crime committed. This was actually an investigation that was prompted by the president's repeated insistence that there be an additional look into the origins of the investigation into whether or not his campaign was colluding with the Russians. We know that DOJ's Inspector General concluded that nothing criminal had occurred, and yet this investigation continues to plow some of that same ground. So that entire context, when you combine that with the notion that longstanding DOJ policy would be broken if a report was issued within days or weeks before the election, it takes on a real political flavor. And the final kicker is this. There's no such thing as interim reports or temporary reports in prosecutions. You either indict the case or you don't. So I suspect Nora Danahy, a prosecutor with a sterling reputation, resigned because she simply couldn't stomach what she was being asked to do. Hopefully we'll have a chance to hear from her at some point.